Hey guys, welcome back to Puffet Lauda, and welcome back to Steam Prison, where we are following Adage into a back alley, which is back alley deals, you know, doctors and whatever, whatever. Let's just get right into it. Finally, oh, whoops. Yeah, well, we stopped in a gloomy back alley, everybody knows this. I didn't even read it last episode, but whatever. I stopped a step behind him and steadied my breath. I wonder what we're doing here. I decided I would observe and try not to be in the way. Adage looked around and put the thumb and index finger on his right hand between his lips. Wow. He whistled high and clear. It echoed off the walls. Walking quietly, a man appeared from the gloom. He was of a medium build, his age unclear. On his cheek was a long scar made by a bladed weapon. He carried a large bag on his right.
なんと早い到着だな。あ
あ。用意はできてるか？
当然。坊ちゃんのためならお安いご用だ。
Boy.
そっちの嬢ちゃんは？
気にするな。ただの空気だ。
What?
違います。みたいな顔をしてるぜ。
いや、空気だ。空気を気にしたって意味がない。だからこいつのことは気にするな。
Oof.
まずは品物を見せろ。
おう、ほらよ。
The man threw Adage a bag without hesitation.
精密機器だ。慎重に扱え。
Adage put the bag on the ground. That did not sound gentle at all. He went down on one knee and checked the contents.
問題ない。報酬だ。受け取れ。
Adage pulled out some coins and threw them at the man's feet. Those aren't the same coins that I saw in the sanctuary district.
あっと、金貨だぜ。慎重に扱ってほしいもんだ。
The man laughed, picked up the coins, and checked the material.
偽物じゃない。
わかってるさ。だが金貨は珍しいんだ。念のためってね。
Yes, extremely rare. I was fixated on the golden coins, keenly aware of their location even in the low evening light. Money in the Heights was generally paper. Coins were only issued on special occasions. Even those were mostly silver. The only gold coins I had ever seen had been issued for the 400-year anniversary of St. Yoon's reign.
あんたの調達の腕は買ってるんだ。これからも頼む。
あいよ。またな、坊ちゃん。
The man disappeared into the darkness. When his footsteps had faded, Adage picked up the bag.
思っていたよりも重いな。
God, why do you keep slamming it onto the ground? I'll carry it.
いい。大事なものだ。自分で持つ。
Wow. But
いいんだ。万が一盗まれた場合、自分の不注意だった方がまだ納得できる。
I guess that makes sense. I see. Tell me if you want me to carry it. Adage turned around and began to walk away. He was walking much slower now. The bag must have been heavy. I walked next to him and decided to ask him about what had happened. That was the first time I've seen gold coins down here. How did you get them?
窃盗。
Okay.
なわけないだろう。俺は盗みはやらない。やる必要がない。医者だからな。
Oh, good. I looked at Adage, relieved. Is business going that well?
依頼主次第だがな。汚い金じゃない。少なくとも、俺にとってはな。いい時間だ。飯を食いに行こ
う。Well, time to eat. Adages Restaurant. The sun hadn't quite gone down yet, but the restaurant was absolutely packed. We only had to wait a moment before an employee led us to a table.
好きなものを頼め。
Are you sure?
いいから言ってるんだ。
Oh, God. Adage had definitely ended the discussion. I picked up the menu. He told me not to ask him about everything, I suppose. I resolved to improve and look over the menu. This menu... Adage?
もう決まったか?
No, I can't read this. The menu was written in what I presumed were the letters of the depths. Some of them reminded me of the letters used in the Heights, and I was able to piece some words together, but not enough to understand what the items were.
悪い。
Adage took the menu from my hands and leafed through it.
俺がオーダーする。何がいい？
The menu is quite detailed. It would have taken too much time to ask about every item. I'll leave it to you. I'll eat whatever you order.
何でも。本当に？
Yes?
ゲテモノ料理を頼んでも食べてくれるのか？
Junk?
ああ。トカゲの干物、牛の目玉、揚げた芋虫。
Alright. But...
冗談だ。そんなもの頼まない。普通の料理を適当に頼む。
Wow. Good. I can never tell when you're joking, Adage.
それ、上階でよく言われた。真顔で言うのはやめろとかさ。誰か！
Garçon? Wow. Adage gave a thin smile and called a waiter over to order food. We speak the same language, but the letters differ. It's very odd.
上階も下階も、もともと同じ言葉を使っていたそうだ。だが洪水の時、下階では文明の大半が失われてしまった。その損失を補うべく、印刷技術が急速に発達したらしい。印字する際、機械に組み込む文字数を減らして効率を上げようという取り組みがあり、いくつかの文字がなくなり、新しい文字が作られたそうだ。
I see. It makes sense that writing would differ then. You know a lot, Adage. It's impressive.
それだけか？
I wasn't sure what he meant and didn't respond. Does he want me to commend him more? You're very tall.
何の話だ？あ、俺の言い方が悪かったんだな。褒めてくれという意味じゃない。ただ感心するだけで終えていいのかと言いたかった。
What? Other than being impressed? What do you mean?
すごいと瞬間的に思うだけなら、誰にだってできるだろう。大切なのは、自分がどうするかだ。自分の力で生きていきたいなら、自分も読めるようになりたいと思い、努力することだ。
Yes, I want to be able to read them as well, Adage. No, I will be able to read them.
ああ、それでいい。腐っても俺の助手だ。向上心のないバカは困る。
But so far I've only pulled out weeds.
そうだな。あとは雑談係か。助手という故障には不似合いだな。
So mean. Can you let me clean more?
皿洗いを取り上げた上、まだ俺から楽しみを奪うと。
Not everything. Maybe I could clean the windows. If I can't do more work, then I'll feel like a guest.
わかった。検討しよう。窓か。窓くらいなら。いや、しかし。
He seriously doesn't want to give them up. Adage really likes cleaning. The food arrived, as if it'd been waiting for its cue. Meat, vegetables, fish. I knew the ingredients, but the preparation wasn't like anything I was familiar with from the Heights. I had no idea what to expect. However, it looked and smelled good, and that cleared away all the complaints I was harboring about Adage.
遠慮せずに食べてくれ。
I will. Thank you.
店の中だ。声量は遠慮してくれ。
I'm sorry. I took my knife and fork and looked at the food, torn between what to eat. I should eat a little of everything to sample it. Afterwards, I could focus on whatever I liked, I decided. It's really good! First, I'd cooked sweet and salty beans and heated vegetables covered in sauce. The bread was white and fluffy. It felt like I was eating a cloud. I'd never eaten anything this good, even in the Heights. Perhaps my memory of the Heights was merely becoming hazy. In light of my recent meals, the one set before me was a masterpiece. It's very good, Adage. Adage?
なんだ？
You're not eating.
少しは食べてる。俺は食が細いんだ。気にするな。自分が食べるよりも、あんたの食いっぷりを観察する方がずっと楽しい。
When he says it so straightforward, it's a little embarrassing, I think. Devour, huh?
これも食え。
He pushed a plate with medium rare meat towards me. Am I being fattened for something? My body was hungry and accepted it without complaints. Should I really be eating all this alone? It's unseemly.
別に。食事は生きるために欠かせないもの。生命力がみなぎっていることはいいことだ。栄養失調で動けずにいたり、あんたの情けない姿は数々見てる。今さら淑女ぶったところで挽回できるもんじゃない。食べ残せば廃棄処分となる。もったいないだろ。だから食え。
Adage, you're like a teacher, you're like a parent, or let's eat together. Let's eat together, dude. This is so awkward. Literally just sitting here eating all the food in front of you. Yes, exactly. Eat. Don't just watch me eat, Adage. Let's eat together.
食べてる。
You need to eat more. You need to eat when there's food.
世話焼きか。
I'm your assistant, and eating alone is boring. If we're both sitting here, we need to enjoy our time together, don't you think?
思わない。
Oh, yikes.
でも、あんたがそうしたいなら構わない。食事は興味がないだけで嫌いじゃないから。
Oh. He's so indirect. Still, he was a good man, I thought. It made me happy that he was willing to eat with me. The time passed peacefully. Yay! We got to stuff our faces with food. Night had fallen by the time we left the restaurant, and fog, apparently. Whoa.
上ばかり見るな。滅ぶぞ。
I'm sorry. It's just so beautiful. Countless bright lights everywhere lit up the darkness of the night, not the light. Whoops. They grew hazier in the distance, obscured by the smoke rising from the town. To me, it looked like a fantastical painting. Liberalitas. It's a nice town.
気に入ったか。
Yes, it looks a lot more interesting than the sanctuary district. But it also looks so outlandish and active. It would probably wear me out to live here.
そうか。じゃあ、予定通り戻るか。
Yes. Thank you for the food.
どういたしまして。草むしり代としては高額だった。
Wow. I'm sorry. I should have eaten less, I think.
よくない。いちいち謝るなと何度言ったらわかるんだ。
Adage put his hand on my head encouragingly.
あんたは俺が食べろと言ったものを食べただけ。何も悪くないだろ。
He's such a good person. He's kind of like an older brother kind of character, almost. The food was very good, but when I think about tomorrow...
考えると
I'm scared to know that I'll have to eat your food again.
あんたな。食べたくないのなら作れるようになってくれ。
You'll let me try cooking?
ダメだ。断る。
What the heck? Adage, you can be a pretty unreasonable person.
いつかそのうち許可してやる。それまでは俺の料理で我慢しろ。
よー、兄ちゃん。
A man appeared from the smoke. He was even taller than Adage. His hair fell deep into his face and his eyes were glinting.
女の前だ。情けない姿を晒したくないだろ。命が惜しけりゃ金目のものをよこしな。
Ugh. The man reached into his pockets. That's a gun. Guns are powerful up to medium ranges. They weren't used in the heights. So this is a robbery. The man wasn't very far away. I was confident I could easily beat him if he presented an opening. If I had a sword, that is. I'm unarmed right now, and so is Adage. I looked at him, standing slightly in front of me. He seemed to be carrying no weapons at all. His usually placid features were contorted, glaring at the robber.
命乞いするのも情けない行為だろう。金目のものなどない。立ち去れ。
その手に持ってるものはいかにもいいものが入ってますって感じじゃないか。
これは、お前が扱えるようなものじゃない。
バカか。それを判断するのは兄ちゃんじゃねえ。俺だ。
He slowly walked towards us, gun leveled.
ほら、死にたくなけりゃそいつを渡せ。
渡す必要はありませんよ。
No, I already know this music! I heard lazy footsteps echoing over the stone pavement. Every fucking route, El Creepo will show up. Oh my god, leave me alone, dude! A tall man appeared. I know him. I didn't know his name, but he had talked to me in the sanctuary district before. I had no idea who he was, but his bearing betrayed his high birth. But why is he here?
お前は
おや、俺をお前と呼ぶだなんて水臭いと言いますか。随分度胸がありますね。
Honestly, I'm a little happy to see him. I'm glad he's doing well. The robber swiveled his gun around towards the new arrival. He simply kept walking, undeterred and unafraid.
来るね。それ以上近づいたら。
どうします？撃ちますか？撃つとすれば、どこを狙いますか？一般的には頭かもしれませんが、命中率を考えれば、胸や腹がいいかもしれませんね。ですが、残念でした。お前のようなものに貫かれるほど、やわじゃないです。
Oh. He pulled a gun from a thigh holster and shot the robber without hesitation. The shot went through his right shoulder. Alright, Eltcreed.
ちなみに俺は、死なれて困るときは肩を狙います。右肩と左肩を射抜いて。次はどこだと思います？
He positioned himself in front of the robber and aimed the gun at his groin. Oh no!
バンなんてね。冗談ですよ。
He grinned at the robber.
腐っても顧客ですから、殺しはしません。
Oops.
ですが、盗みを見逃す気もありません。さあ、去りなさい。
The robber glared resentfully at the man and stumbled away, which is shocking because I feel like if I got shot in both of my shoulders, I'd be like on the ground, like flat. He left behind bloody smears on the ground as he fled. Well, yeah, that's where I would be. When the robber was gone, the man turned to us. First he looked at Adage and then at me. His gaze was clear and piercing, and I gulped.
またお会いしましたね、お嬢さん。
なんだ？あんたら知り合いか？
No, we saw each other a while ago. I don't know his name, but I hear that he's a scoundrel who kidnaps people. I whispered what Merlot had told me.
人さらい。考え方によってはそうかもしれません。
It's true?
そうですね。状況によってはそういう手段を取ることもあります。
The young man hoisted his weapon and searched one of his breast pockets. I positioned myself in front of Adage, expecting another weapon.
どうした？
警戒しなくていいですよ。俺はただこれを渡そうとしただけですから。
The man pulled out a letter?
これは名刺です。名前や職業などを記したもので自己紹介に使用します。どうぞ。
I took the little card from him. It had writing on it. I can't read it. I looked at Adage, who knew what I was asking him.
バーレンティン銀行頭取エルト・クリード・バーレンティン。あのバーレンティン銀行の。
ええ。嘘偽り間違いなくそのバーレンティンです。
They made him sound so cool in this one, and the fucking other route, his own route, he sounds like a fool. But this one, he makes him sound so cool. Adage, do you know him?
ああ、まあな。直接ちゃんと話すのは初めてだが、バーレンティン銀行の頭取ということは、彼がこのリベラリタス地区の権力者だ。
And we're gonna stop here. I cannot believe that, of course, Pasta Man has to make an appearance in every route that we play through. And, I thought I was safe going with the, the non-bodyguard route, but I guess not. So, next episode, we'll continue talking to fucking Pasta Man for the rest of the series. Goodbye. Ugh.